Now then, YouTube, welcome back to some more MoonQuest. It's part, what are we on? I can't remember, part 14 I believe we're on, or somewhere along the lines of that. And we're back in MoonQuest, guys. We've got tons and tons of stuff that we can do, we've got tons of stuff that we need to get done before we even bother going back into space again. Now, as you can see, I've picked up my fuel loader. I do have a spare filled fuel canister and also my battery, just so I can take them up to space anyway. I'm not going to do that just yet, so let me go ahead and put these in here where they belong. Fuel loader in there. Right, okay. So, I've got tons of flint because, guys, I keep running out of flint for this purification chamber, and I decided to go ahead in the crushing machine here and put in a lot of gravel. So we're doing good here now. And I changed all of my my cables out for universal cables because I was getting some issues with a huge TPS drop, and I've got no idea what it is. I believe it's got something to do with these two, or maybe even something to do with the refinery. Not quite sure, but I had a huge TPS drop, and yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So I changed everything out. I changed all the aluminium cables to try and find out what it was. It was one of the three, but I don't know what it was. We also ran out of power, so we've got hardly any power left. So I'm left to thinking, guys, what is left for us to do? Now, we need to go back to the moon, we need to get something going on the moon, we also need to create the space station, but I believe we've got enough to keep us going down here on Earth for a long time yet. So, I'm going to concentrate on a few things that I would like to get done. The purification chamber is no longer going to be a purification chamber in this episode, because we're going to make a factory for this. Eventually, it's about time that we made a purification chamber, a basic factory for purification. So, we need 2 enriched alloys, we need 2 gold dust, we need 4 of these control circuits, which need more of the things as well, and also the purification chamber in the middle, but we don't need to worry about that because we've already got it. So the control circuits, we need some of these. So we need one more. We need to make 1 more of these enriched alloys. Now, because we need 1 more of these enriched alloys, of course, guys, the recipe for these changed. It's no longer it's smelting up of dirt or anything like that. We've got to make one of these metallurgic infusers. That's the first thing on our list to do today, is the metallurgic infuser. Now, this thing is crafted with 4 iron ingots, 2 furnaces, and 2 redstone. So it's pretty easy to craft. 2 redstone, wasn't it? And I'm using another mouse currently because my other one broke, so I'm using a mouse that I'm not familiar with, and it's quite it's sensitive, very sensitive, and it's really quick, and I'm not used to that at all. So anyway, right, metallurgic infuser, we need an osmium ingot, and then we're absolutely wonderfully sorted. And I did a little bit of mining as well, can't you tell, between episodes? Yeah, good stuff. Metallurgic infuser then. Let us use you in, well, let's put you right here actually, why not? Have we got any universal cables spare? Oh yeah, tons of it, So let's plonk you there, and you're nicely tucked into the metallurgic infuser. Let's do a check on TPS, make sure everything's okay. Yep, 20, it's doing wonderfully. So now we've got the metallurgic infuser, we can go ahead and make those enriched alloys. And I keep misclicking that. So we need 1 redstone and 1 iron to make 1 enriched alloys. It's a lot more expensive now, which is a plus, I think. Let's get 12 of these. 12 iron. And then we can wait for that to cook up. And then we've got tons of stuff. We only need 1, remember. Oh, it actually uses it as a fuel. Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, you learn something new every day, guys. We only needed the 1, because we need that. We also need more redstone. Got tons of redstone, we don't need to worry about that. And there we are, we need 4 of them. Brilliant. That's the 4 control circuits we needed. We need the gold dust. Do we have any gold dust left in here? Oh, just enough, look at that. So I think we've got enough now. to go ahead and make that. We need to, I need to get the hopper first and get the purification chamber. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and make the factory for enrichment, which is here. Well, it's not doing it, so let's do it ourselves. Whoop. Yes, basic factory. Now, I may have to move this around a little bit, because what I want to do next is to, instead of it using flint, I want it to use oxygen. Now, I'm going to have to create a few other machines here, which means that this is going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult indeed to try and do here. So I may have to move this. Now, I've got plenty of universal cable, so it really doesn't matter where I place it. But I want it to auto output its oxygen content straight into this basic factory. Give me a few minutes to think about what I'm doing here, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I've been thinking about it, and you know what, for the moment I'm just going to plonk that right there where it belongs, and put the hopper back on top of it. Now let's go ahead and make sure that it auto sorts into all of the different things here, and the configuration is set. At the moment it's not set, they're all set to grey. Right, we need the top to be red. Okay, let's get that sorted, and then the blue to be on that side, dark blue. Auto eject on. So right, okay, so everything's going to go flying into here, and then so on and so forth. So I've gone ahead and I've crushed up some gold and some iron, because the next machine we want to get is the electrolytic separator. This thing will produce the oxygen needed to be able to run the basic, this factory here. The secondary energy, which would be normally flint inside here, can run off oxygen. Now you can put oxygen tanks in there and it will, you know, go ahead and use the oxygen, but I'd rather do it this way. Is that me, or is that music like well loud? Let's just get rid of it. It's getting dark actually, so let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep really quickly, and then in the morning we shall build the electrolytic separator. Here it is. Right, we need 4 iron, 2 redstone, we need 2 of these enriched alloys. So, we need 4 iron, 2 redstone, 2 of the enriched alloys. Well, I'm going to take all of them because we're going to need quite a few of these. Because this electrolytic core requires this. We're going to need some osmium dust as well, actually. I don't know how much, so I'm just going to get 4. 2 osmium dust, which means we'd go in here, configuration, tell it to not auto eject as we put this in here, and let these 2 give me the dusts, if you wouldn't mind, please. That'd be legendary. Thank you, and thank you. Let's turn that back on then for when we do that stuff. Let's go ahead and build that. Brilliant. Electrolytic separator done. So this thing will create the oxygen that we need, and like I said, it's just going to mean that there's a little bit of a pain in the backside here. In fact, right, okay, I'm going to put that there. Oh, I don't know if it'll work. It still won't work because it's right in the way. Can I pump out with oxygen? See, this is, I don't know off the top of my head. Let's get rid of you, because we don't really need you at the moment. If I do this and plonk that there, I want to know if the oxygen that it creates will get pumped out, and whether or not I can put that on top of this machine so it would just plug into there, or whether or not, well, if I'm going to do that, give me that back. Brilliant, thank you. If I'm going to do that, I may as well put it on top of here, haven't I? Like that, so it's getting power. And if it does auto eject into these oxygen pipes, that'll make things a hell of a lot easier, because all I have to do is that, and that will go ahead and feed this this bar here. But I need to how do I do this? I need to feed this with water, don't I? That's going to be interesting. I need to feed this with water. See, the thing is that in this thing, there is pumps. There is these electric pumps there, but they don't output into buildcraft pipes, or at least they haven't done in my experience. And there's no kind of fluid ducts. There's no way of other kind of pipes that there is, like fluid pipes, that I can put the stuff into. So this is going to be interesting. I want to just try this though first. I'm sure I've got I have, look at that, a water bucket. Put that into there, output oxygen. And it is brilliant, it's actually doing it. That is great, that is absolutely fantastic, that is. There's a tiny little bit of water in there. Now as you can see guys, what it's doing is creating the oxygen, and it's outputting the oxygen into this pipe and then putting it into here. And this will stop me, I don't have to use any flint then to keep this full. So one bucket of water seems to do 500 energy. I would like to get this system automated, but at the moment I don't think there is a way of getting it automated with the current mod set that's in. The hell? Oh yeah guys, I managed to get some cows as well. Managed to get some cows for some leather because I want to get into some enchantments, because I've got 44 and I'd like to get a diamond pick with the enchantment on it for fortune or something maybe, so I can pick around the walls when I'm not there. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I want, but I want it automatically getting put into here. Maybe I can use a buildcraft pump and pump it in that way. I think maybe that is going to be the case. I might have to do it around the other side. I might have to do myself a little platform maybe into there, and do one of the buildcraft pumps. I believe so. I think that's the way to do it, guys. I might have to set that up soon. Right, we've got 1,000 secondary energy here, which is great. We can do this a different way, and we can do the hopper on this side, so that we can still get to this as normally. Auto eject on, of course. The input would not be there anymore. It would be on the front, right there, and you could put your stuff in there and it'll go ahead and work through like normal, and then output into there. Ooh, steel, nice. Good stuff. Okay, so next on my list then is a buildcraft pump to try and automate this system, because I want this system to be automated before I move on, because in the future I'm just going to be coming along and dumping my stuff into here, and you guys will be like, well, how's that working? Or, you know, I want to do this on camera so that you guys can see. So why don't I go and get myself stuff. Oh, this is a dimensional anchor as well. This will chunk load my area. I basically wanted to do that because I wanted to go mining as my things was grinding up my flint. For the moment, I could use the flint that I got and use that, but I'd rather get this thing done. I'd rather get this thing done and kaput and finitude. So why don't I get myself ready with all the stuff that I need, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I'm relatively equipped. I've got a few things here. I've got the mining well, which I created along with a tank, and that will get me the buildcraft pump that I'm going to need. I'm also going to need water, and I've gone ahead and created this little 3x3 basin here right next to my H2O, my hydrogen and oxygen thingamabob. And we're going to go ahead and fill this up so we can make an endless water source. Good stuff. Oh, and the problem that people are having is with animated textures. Somebody's saying, oh, this isn't animated. The reason is because I think that you guys get my configs, and I don't have anything animated. As you can see from that flowing water there, nothing is animated for me. So that's probably why you're not getting anything animated. Just putting it out there. So, the buildcraft pump, I'm going to plonk right there. I'm going to get rid of these two. And I think we're pretty much sorted now. We just need to, what we need to do now, guys, is have a something powering this pump, first and foremost. So I'm wondering if I can actually use my power to actually power this pump. I think I can, because it's a universal cable, you see. So we're going to bring this out here. So that's going to go ahead and power the pump, as you can see. Very nicely. Now we need to output this into somewhere, so we need some buildcraft pipes to be able to put this out into. So why don't I go ahead and craft some, I need some gold pipes if I can, but I don't have any pipe waterproofing. I don't have any cactus. That's going to be a problem. That is going to be a real problem, actually. Do not call it waterproofing in a pipe. What do they call it? Sealant? I think it is. There it is, look. Pipe sealant. Cactus green dye. Now I can make that with lapis and dandelion yellow, actually. Have I got any yellow? Of course I haven't got yellow. Of course I haven't got yellow. I do have lapis though. Let me go to sleep. God, the daytime seemed really, really quick. Or is it just me? I don't know. It seems really quick to me. Yellow flowers then. Oh no. That's all I seem to be doing nowadays, is finding flowers. I did see some though on my way past. I knew I should have grabbed them when I had the chance. I knew I should have grabbed them. So why don't I get these yellow flowers then, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I think I've got enough now. I found one yellow flower out in the wild, and I thought, you know what, that's not going to be enough. So I came home, I got some bones, I bone mealed the floor, and I got a whole host of seeds of flowers and stuff like that. But I've got 4 now. Now that should be enough. If it's not enough, then I'm going to be well annoyed, because that took forever. So let me put them back. Sort them out. There's tons of stuff in there. Right, let's get some lapis. Whoa, what's happened to my... The hell? My sign seems to have, like, moved. What? Let me try relogging. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Alright, guys, that seems to have fixed it. I relogged, and then we're back in the normal place with the stuff on there, so God knows what happened. I really don't know. Anyway, right, so, what was I doing? Right, flower. Now, I think it's 5 should be enough for this. That's more than enough. Right, cactus green, good stuff. We've got 8 cactus green now. Let's go ahead and plonk that in there. Plonk that in there, and it will go ahead and evenly distribute itself. There's no power. Why we're not smelting here, guys? Nothing is smelting. I reckon it's because the pump's taking all the power. Don't worry, power is something that we are working on. We will be working on, don't worry. I'm just going to break this off for the moment and let my stuff do its business. We've not got enough power generation, and I have got a plan. Don't you worry about it, guys. I have got a plan. Why is this still not working? Is it because this is taking all the power? Something is taking a lot of power. And it shouldn't be. When it's not working, it shouldn't be taking power. You know what? Come here a minute. I'll pick you up. Now does it work? No. Still not working. Is it the metallurgic infuser that's taking the power? Let's pick you up. Something's taking a lot of power here. It is. We do smelt it up. Oh, I don't think we do actually smelt it up. Put it in here, don't we? Oh, you son of a bitch. You know what, guys? I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. I'd honestly forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. So let's put these metallurgic infuser back. Let's put all the stuff back. Dear me. Dear me. Well, what? I don't get why I needed... Why was it in my head that I had to smelt it? Oh, because of the cactus green to get from the cactus. Right, okay. Anyway, now we've got that dirt out of the way. Let's go ahead and grab this glass. We've got some gold there, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead, and I don't believe we need this much. I think we only need just one set like that. Don't need to use that much pipe sealant. Right, let's pop that into there. We should have enough now to be able to go straight into that. So let's pop round here. Now, does it auto eject? It does. Fantastic. So let's hope that this works. Now, I haven't got sounds on in my ear hole, so I can't hear whether or not that's actually working, or whether even it has a sound. Oh yes, fantastic. This is actually working now, guys, which means we are legendary. We can go ahead now and just go ahead and pile stuff into here without no care in the world of the flint ever running out. However, power is an option. power is something that we don't have a lot of, and that is something that we're going to have to work on in these next upcoming episodes, because look at this, we're running out. We've just run out of power. We've got 5 joules which is generated by this heat generator, and that is it. That's the only power that we've got. So we're going to see a power shortage at some stage. Oh no. So anyway, what are my plans then? What are my plans for the upcoming episodes? Well, I've managed to get that done. We've got the enrichment chamber factory done. We've got the electrolytic separator done. We've got the whole automation done between all of this, which is great. That's a weight off my mind now. I can forget about that. My next thing I want to do is to create some atomic science stuff. Oh, we're going to have plenty of power, guys. We are going to get plenty of power. But it does mean that we're going to have a whole host of new machines that we need to run off what we've got at the moment. Uranium ore, we want to keep that because that is going to be very important going forwards as well. But that is for the next episode. So until next time, guys, I've been the Toff Man. Thanks very much for watching, and as always, stay safe.